You know what destroys more entrepreneurs than competition, bad timing, or even lack of money? It's not what you think, it's self-sabotage. And the crazy part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it until it's too late. If you've ever wondered why you can work so hard, have the right idea, even get some results but still feel stuck, it's probably not because the world is against you. It's because deep down, in ways you might not see yet, you're getting in your own way. Today, we're going to break down why entrepreneurs sabotage their own growth, how to spot it in yourself, and the 3 steps you can take to stop it now. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to break the cycle and actually build the momentum you've been chasing. Here's the harsh truth. Entrepreneurs love to think they're fearless risk takers who thrive under pressure. But in reality, so many of us end up being our own worst enemy. We waste hours second-guessing decisions. We start projects with energy but leave them unfinished. We obsess over details that don't matter while ignoring the stuff that does. Or we jump from one new idea to another, never giving anything a real chance to work. This isn't laziness. It's not even lack of talent. Most of the time, it's self-sabotage, hidden behaviors that feel normal in the moment but are actually holding us back from growth. The problem is that these patterns are sneaky. They look like productivity, but they're really avoidance. They look like smart caution, but they're really fear. And if you don't learn to recognize them, they'll quietly destroy the business you're trying to build. So let's unpack this. Part 1, why entrepreneurs sabotage themselves. There are 3 big reasons why entrepreneurs fall into self-sabotage. Let's go through each one. 1. Fear of success. This sounds strange, right? Who would be afraid of success? But think about it. Success brings pressure. It brings expectations. Suddenly, you're not just a person with an idea. You're someone who has to deliver, to lead, to keep things growing. That's scary. So subconsciously, many people pull back just when things start working. They procrastinate, they doubt themselves, or they create problems that stop them from leveling up. Here's a real example. Maybe you finally get a big client. Instead of celebrating, you stress out and convince yourself you're not ready. You miss deadlines. You communicate poorly. The client leaves, and you tell yourself, see, I wasn't ready. That's not fate. That's self-sabotage. 2. Comfort in struggle. Here's the second reason we get addicted to struggle. It feels safe to always be working on it. If you're hustling, grinding, fighting, then you don't have to face the scary possibility of actually winning. Struggle becomes a shield. You get so used to the grind that when things start to go smoothly, you create chaos just to feel normal again. Think about the entrepreneur who always starts over. They build momentum, then suddenly throw it away by pivoting into a brand new project. It looks bold, but often it's just fear dressed up as ambition. 3rd, lack of discipline. And the 3rd reason is simple: lack of discipline. Everyone loves the excitement of a new idea, the thrill of brainstorming, the dream of what could be. But real growth comes from boring consistency. It's from showing up every day, doing the unglamorous tasks, sticking with a strategy even when it's not exciting. And a lot of entrepreneurs sabotage themselves because they chase dopamine instead of discipline. That's why you see people building 3 businesses at once, none of them successful, or they keep tweaking their logo, their website, their social media theme, instead of just getting customers and serving them. Part 2, how to spot self-sabotage in yourself. Now that we know why it happens, let's talk about spotting it in real life. Because awareness is everything. If you can't see the problem, you can't fix it. Here are some common signs. You delay making decisions even when you have enough info. You start projects with energy but rarely finish them. You get stuck on details that don't matter, like perfecting your logo or buying the right notebook. You're always researching, but never executing. You feel busy, but not productive. You're working all the time, but the business isn't growing. You find yourself quitting or restarting often, always convincing yourself the next thing is the one. If any of these sound familiar, don't beat yourself up. This isn't about shame. It's about finally seeing the patterns so you can break them. Part 3, the 3 steps to stop self-sabotage. So here's the good part. Once you spot self-sabotage, you can fight it. And it doesn't take magic. It takes discipline, awareness, and small, consistent changes. Step 1. Build radical self-awareness. The first step is simple. Notice. Start tracking your own patterns. Write down every time you put off a decision, every time you distract yourself, every time you restart a project. Ask yourself, am I avoiding something right now? Or am I actually moving forward? Awareness is powerful because most sabotage happens unconsciously. You don't even realize you're doing it. But once you shine a light on it, you can't hide from it anymore. It's like catching yourself mid-scroll on social media and realizing, wait, I'm avoiding the hard task. That moment of awareness is the first win. Step 2. Create simple, unbreakable habits. The second step is discipline, but not the way most people imagine. It's not about working 16 hours a day. It's about building small, non-negotiable habits that keep you moving forward no matter what. For example, set a rule to make at least one sales call every day, no excuses. Write content for 30 minutes every morning, even if you don't feel like it. End every workday by listing your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. These habits are boring. They don't feel exciting, but they compound. Over time, they build momentum that's almost impossible to stop. And here's the key. You don't negotiate with yourself. You don't wait for motivation. You just do it. Because motivation is temporary, but habits are permanent. Step 3. Learn to sit with discomfort. The third step is learning to live with the discomfort of success. Remember what we said earlier? Many entrepreneurs sabotage themselves because growth feels scary. So the solution is to train yourself to stay in that discomfort instead of running from it. When things start working, don't create chaos. Don't start a new project. Sit with the success. Let it feel uncomfortable. Tell yourself this is what growth feels like. The more you practice staying with it, the less scary it becomes. Here's the truth you need to hear. The biggest threat to your business is not the market, not the competition, not the economy. The biggest threat is you, your fears, your habits, your hidden patterns of self-sabotage. But here's the flip side. Once you take responsibility for that, you unlock massive power. Because if you're the problem, you can also be the solution. You don't have to wait for anyone else to fix it. You just have to step out of your own way. Imagine this. No more second guessing. No more half-finished projects. No more busy work that keeps you stuck. Just clear action, consistent habits, and steady growth. That's what happens when you kill self-sabotage. So let's wrap this up. Entrepreneurs sabotage their own growth for 3 main reasons: fear of success, comfort in struggle, and lack of discipline. The signs are everywhere: procrastination, endless restarts, fake busyness. But the way out is simple. 1. Build radical self-awareness. 2. Create simple, unbreakable habits. 3. Learn to sit with the discomfort of growth. Do these 3 things, and you'll stop being your own worst enemy. You'll finally give yourself the chance to succeed without tripping over your own feet. If you want more videos like this, hit subscribe.